Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. Before we start, I just want to say Happy New Year to everybody. I pray that everybody has a prosperous and blessed one. Honey, child, let's get into it if we gonna get into it. If you are new here, then welcome. I give lighthearted reviews with a little bit of laughter and a little bit of shade and a whole lot of detail. If you're back for a second or third time, then welcome back, y'all. Holidays are over. It's time to get back into the shows, honey. The reviews are starting. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get into it. When the episode first opens up, Karen and Ray get to the Improv to check out the spot for this variety show that Karen is putting on. Of course, Matt's weird self is there. I don't know. Matt is just a little off to me. It's something about Matt that just gives me the heebie-jeebies. I don't know. Just something about him was just so weird. So they show her what room she's going to be having her show in. And her, Matt, and Ray, they sit down and talk about the show. So Ray was like, yeah, it's just really all about doing your thing. I mean, whatever that is. So Karen going to say, it's my thing. And I know what my thing is. Matt, talk about it. Karen, you don't know what your program is, honey. You don't know what you're talking about. So you're going to just let Matt take over. So anywho, Matt tells her the agenda, honey, and how everything's going to go and whatnot. Karen, what is this? Honey, even production was like, so did Matt put on the show? Are you putting on the show? Who's putting on the show? Honey, we don't know. And Karen don't know. She just saw Giselle and them doing something and hopped on the bandwagon because Gizzard and them was doing it. Honey, and she ain't fooling me. So then Ray brings up Grinder and asks if it was above ground or below ground. And when I tell y'all I was hollering, he was really trying to figure it out. He was like, is that a above ground thing or a below ground thing? I think he was trying to say, is that like DL or is it not DL? Honey, I don't know. But Matt was looking confused and Karen was like, oh, it's definitely above ground. I want Karen and Ray to go away. Oh, child, I'm not about to play with them. Anywho, in the next scene, Mia and Mia's representative and G, they over at Mia's house. Child, they put the kids to bed to get this adult thing started. I was like, oh, this is giving Skinamax after dark. Okay. I'm like, not y'all put these kids to bed. And she done showed up sitting in between y'all and G acting all weird. Talking about why she's sitting in between us. I mean, do you like that? Do you want her to sit in between us? I was like, what is going on? So they start talking and Mia is telling us that Jacqueline is their sister wife without benefits. Sure she is. So then Mia tells us that her stepmom and Jacqueline's mom were best friends in high school. And she saw a picture of Jacqueline's mom in her stepmom's photo album. So it's full circle. Child, whatever. I thought Jacqueline's mama adopted you. I'm just so confused, honey. Mia tells so many confusing lies, I can't keep up. She was like, yeah, and I mean, it's just all coming full circle. Anywho, moving forward. So Mia was asking Jacqueline how she felt after she was asked 21 questions, honey, because y'all know Gizzard and Sharice was asking all the questions. So Jacqueline said, we take showers together because we look good and it's a great view. So then G was like, well, I think you need to take more showers with me. G, you can really go if we really want to be real. Okay, Mia will be happy with just Jacqueline, truth be told. So Mia said G takes up too much room in the shower and he likes his water lukewarm. So Jacqueline gonna say, yeah, because we like it hot. We like our water hot. So see, we take showers together because we both like hot water. Girl, most women in America like hot water. And what else is going on? So should we all just get in one big shower? Girl, anyway, y'all take showers together because y'all want to. And that's just that on that. These two are giving me a different vibe to the show. Freak and fraud. They're declassing the show. Oh, honey, I don't like it. I don't like it. So Jacqueline is like, yeah, I just think, they think that it's sexual, but it's really not. I mean, we have childhood ties. I mean, they think that we're in some type of threesome. So then Mia tells G that she got a little tipsy and she tells him about the comment that she made about the Porsche. And so G is like, so why they disrespecting you? Talking to Jacqueline. So then Jacqueline gonna say, did you help me put down a down payment because I was spending a lot of money because I was getting out of a really bad relationship and because you love me? Yes. Okay. So you like to lie like your friend. First of all, what's wrong with a Honda? Okay. Why does she have to get a Porsche? I mean, it's your money, but I'm just saying. Secondly, Mia talked too damn much. Third of all, not you trying to convince us that you and G and Mia aren't a throuple when this is sounding throuple-like. Girl, goodbye. So Jacqueline and Mia are like, yeah, I mean, I feel like they're just jealous and they want to figure out how they're going to be involved and when it's going to be their turn. I am pretty sure that nobody wants to be a part of y'all seeking sister-wife entanglement. I am so sure. Okay. Now, Giselle does seem a little interested, but that's neither here nor there. That's just a side note. Allegedly. In the next scene, Ashley and her thirsty girlfriend group, they're meeting for cocktails and lies. Okay. Because that's what they like to do. So Ashley calls them PYTs, pretty young thing. PYT, pretty young thing. Child, no comment. Shout out to MJ. So she said, all of her friends are super supportive. They have a group chat. They support each other and remind each other that they're batches. Okay, because sometimes you just need a little friendly reminder. So then Gizzard shows up. Hey, girl. Child, not Giselle hanging with the PYTs. She's like, yeah, I'm an honorary member. Y'all. Okay. These shows be taking me out. Not they changed the whole name when Giselle got there. Baby, the way I hollered when they changed that name to Pretty Little Thing. Giselle gonna say, what you mean? Why y'all changing the name? I mean, what? I'm young. I'm a pretty hot mama. No, they don't want to be called PHM. Okay, they're called PYT. Child, I'm a little bit confused on that. But anywho, so Giselle was asking them if they were hooking Ashley up with people. And they were like, no, she has it. She does not need our help. So then Giselle asked about the lie that her friend concocted about this whole Chris encounter. So Deborah starts telling them that Chris came over and was trying to get her attention and giving her eyes. Production shows Chris not staring at Deborah. The lie detector test determined that is a lie. You're lying. Like, she must have been taking the same delusional shots that Leah was taking. Whatever they were serving y'all at that restaurant got all the women thinking that Chris was looking at them, and he was not looking at them. He was looking at his phone. So she's like, yeah, I introduced myself, and he said his name was Chris, and I told him, that's my husband's name. And he said, oh, all of us Chris's, we're all alike. Girl, that's what you call flirting? Sounds like you want to trade your Chris in for Candiace's Chris, because he was not flirting with you. And judging from the footage, you started a conversation with him. I'm glad production has footage of this so-called flirting, because these women will say anything to have a speaking role. Ma'am, you don't have any lines. Show up, you're an extra. Okay, show up and fade into the background. So then she says, yeah, and Wendy's husband, Happy Eddie, he comes over all smiling. Ma'am, is it new, people smiling at you? Is that new for you? Oh, honey. Well, smiling is a term of endearment. Sometimes we smile at perfect strangers so they don't think we're the killer. Girl, calm down, honey. Eddie was just grinning because Eddie liked to grin. He was enjoying himself, not enjoying your company. Anywho, moving forward. Child, this woman in her interesting ways really want a moment. You really want a moment, child, and it's not going to happen. Ashley is like, in her confessional, all of my friends witnessed what happened. They all witnessed it. And my friends aren't liars. They may not be liars to you, but they are certainly clout chasers, especially Deborah. Okay, she make a 5-minute appearance and I already got Real Housewives of Potomac in her biography. I don't think so, honey. If you go to her bio and look on her Instagram, it says Real Housewives of Potomac. Ma'am, you are not a friend of. You are not contracted to be on this show. Ashley has brought you so that we think she talks to other people besides Michael Darby and those kids, and she ain't fooling me. But you are not a cast member. So please stop it. And Ashley, stop forcing this woman on us. Stop trying to make fetch happen. We don't want it, honey. We don't give a damn. So then Ashley is like, well, I feel like I need to warn Candiace so she doesn't end up like me down the road. I know she's trying to conceive and you don't want to have babies and your husband's cheating on you. Ashley, I don't believe for 1 second that you are doing this to help Candiace at all. You don't like her. You never have and you probably never will. Also, there's a big difference between Michael Darby and Chris, and you like to hold grudges. So I know you're not doing this to help Candiace. Now, I'll let you decide what the difference between Michael and Chris is, but I'll just say this. We have never seen footage proving Michael's innocence. Okay? All the tapes seem to disappear. And don't think I forgot. So Ashley's like, well, do I have to tell Wendy? Because, I'm just going to feel disingenuous if I don't tell Wendy what I know about Eddie. She's like, well, Eddie was more subdued. He really wasn't the same as Chris. And let's just be real. They both were equally paying you dust. So what is your point? Like, really, what is the point? And Ashley, you so messy. You done sat up here and brought this messy minion on this show, and I'm annoyed. I'm really annoyed because you're tampering with people's marriages. Like, this is just, girl. And then when Candiace tell you up with the words, then it's going to be like, everybody going to forget that you did this. Girl, this don't make no sense. In the next scene, Wendy and her family are at the house, and she tells Eddie what Ashley said about him smiling and whatnot. And Eddie was like, oh, Lord, I can't smile. Honey, I don't think so. So Wendy was like, yeah, you smile at everybody. You even smile at the dog. She said, I guess you can't smile right now, okay? But my husband always smiles because he's happy with what he has. I know that's right, honey. Idris is happy at home, period. Idris is happy at home. You tell him, Dr. Wendy. Oh, child, I'm about to play with y'all. Moving forward. I feel like they handled it well, though. I don't blame y'all. Don't even give it any life, because if you feed into it, then they're going to start calling you insecure, and that's the reason why you got your boobs and your child. Don't give them anything. Pay them dust. In the next scene, me and the Green Eyed Bandits, they go for lunch. Child, Robin, what do you got on? What do you be wearing? It's getting offensive at this point. Like, I'm offended. I'm offended. You letting Giselle rub off on you. Okay, somebody call the fashion police. Baby, this don't make no sense. You need to be locked up. Girl, what is going on? So they sit down, they start eating with Robin in her cookout shorts. And Mia starts telling them that, you know, she's been MIA literally because some stuff was going on with her son. She was giving a little bit too much information, embarrassing that baby. His friends' moms watch this show. Stop talking about his whatnots and whatnot. So anywho, they get over that. And Giselle asked if they're all going to Karen's event, and they all said yes. So then Giselle tells Mia that they all got together, and Karen told them what Mia said about giving Jacqueline her annual well woman's exam, all down to her vagina and whatnot. So Robin is like, what is going on? I mean, why were you doing that? Mia said, well, I mean, she asked me to look down there and see what was going on. So Robin said, well, was she itching? Here go Leah. No. And yes, I meant to say Leah because she's a liar. So we just replaced the M with an L in case you're new. Just in case you're new. So Giselle is like, well, I mean, was it dark? She said, no. She said, well, why did you have a flashlight? She said, oh, well, I just wanted it to be a little bit theatrical. Child, I get so tired of Leah lying. I just get so, oh, child, I just get so exhausted, honey. I mean, it just don't make no sense. So then Giselle asked why she didn't tell them about Peter's girlfriend and them having sex with Peter's girlfriend. Probably because it was a lie. So Mia basically said, well, I mean, we weren't talking about him. So that's why I didn't bring it up. She was like, yeah, I mean, we had sex on our wedding night. So then she goes on to say it was at the bachelorette party. So it was the night before. I lose at least 100 brain cells every time this lady tells one of these tall tales. Mia, get it together. Like, I think she's surpassed the little lying problem that I usually give everybody. It's a full-blown lying situation that needs medication, honey. Because, I mean, this just don't make no sense. She's like, yeah, I mean, yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right. So it was the night before. She don't know if it was the night before, the wedding night. She just constantly lying. All the time lying. So Robin wants to know, girl, why did you tell Karen? So Mia goes, well, I don't know. I mean, but I feel like I ain't gonna never tell her nothing else. Mia, it was on camera. You don't want her to repeat it because it's a lie. You shouldn't have said it. You just say things just to say it. I am convinced that Mia had at least 6 imaginary friends growing up. Had to be. Child, she had people surrounding her at all times. It's giving Drop Dead Fred. If anybody down in the comments can tell me that you've seen the movie Drop Dead Fred, child, that used to be my movie. It was all about this little girl that had an imaginary friend and he was hell on wheels. And Mia is giving me Drop Dead Fred, child. Moving forward. So then Mia was like, well, I mean, it wouldn't be nice if I told y'all the real reason she don't like Sharice. Girl, Karen don't tell nobody nothing. And she definitely ain't telling you the real reason why she don't like Sharice. So I know that's a lie. And I know you lying. In the next scene is the day of Karen's variety show and the ladies are all arriving. So this man in the hallway, sees Giselle and he goes, hey, Karen. She said, I'm Giselle, not Karen. Sir, are you new? Honey, how did you get in here? I know you didn't mistake Karen for Giselle. Child, this is a mess. Giselle did look cute, though. I said, okay, girl. Okay, outfit. Giselle trying to get it together a little bit. I see her trying to get it together a little bit. She done passed the tacky on down to Rob. So Ashley shows up with Debbie Downer. Now you bringing this woman with you everywhere you go? Like, we don't want it. We don't want it. Where's a scholar? So over on the other side, Candiace is at home and her mom is going to be her plus one. She getting a little food in her stomach before she goes to the event. Honey, I don't blame you because you don't never know if the food gonna be there, if the people clean, and you just don't know. And I don't blame her for bringing her mom. I would not be bringing my husband around these heifers either. Last time she did that, now we got Debbie Downer. Everywhere we go, she's talking. Like, girl, go away. So Karen is in the back getting ready to come out, and Candiace and Miss Dorothy arrive to the improv. Now, nobody tells Candiace that this woman is the one with the allegations. Okay, Ashley, you're a snake. And you've been sitting here this entire time with this woman. So when Candiace first walks in, you could have easily looked at Candiace and said, oh, Candiace, by the way, this is Deborah. Remember what I was telling you about? She's the one I was talking about. But now she likes to wait, and she did wait. And we'll get to that. So Ashley brings up what Karen told them about Mia and Jacqueline. And Jacqueline is like, I had a yeast infection. You talking about that time when she was looking down there? You should have been at the gynecologist, not spread eagle on Mia's bed. Okay, also, Mia, didn't Robin ask you if she was itching? Ugh, just lie for no reason, honey. Talking about y'all have done some promiscuous stuff before. You mean like searching for her yeast? Girl, gone. So Mia's like, yeah, I'm just upset because she told y'all, because I don't tell y'all stuff she tell me about y'all. Girl, go on with the deflection, child. Go on, honey. So finally, Rob arrives in her denim. Baby, Robin gonna arrive late and poorly dressed if she don't do nothing else. So she sat right on down, honey, and she told Candiace who that woman was. Now, normally I would get mad at Robin because she's being messy, and you know that Giselle likes to put the battery in her back, but I really did appreciate her telling her so she's not caught off guard, because Ashley planned to ambush her, okay, and she fell flat towards the end, and we're gonna get to that. So the show is underway. All the ladies are confused because what exactly is going on? Okay. They thought it was Karen's show by herself, but Karen she had singers, comedians, jugglers, drag queens, poets, and didn't know it. Honey, she had everybody. Basically, Karen was the host. Nothing about this was Karen focused. It was not giving a night with the Grand Dame. It was giving, I'm the MC, come watch me as these people come out and do the talent show. Like, I don't know what was going on, child. So then Wendy finally arrives with Happy Eddie. Eddie, please don't look directly at the heifers, honey. Please don't even smile, because we got Debbie Downer over here, and she'll be claiming that you tried to get on the way to the restroom, child. Please don't look at her. And Wendy, hey, girl, you ain't missed too much, so get on in and sit on down, child. So now Karen is doing like her sizzle topics, aka a Q&A segment, just like what Gizzard and Rob did at the Reasonably Sleepy Time podcast live show. And Mia gets up and asks a question. She said, what would you do if a friend shares business that you shared with them? Mia, sit down. Sit down. You volunteered all those lies. If she didn't tell them, you were going to tell them anyway because you talk too much. So just have a seat. So Karen said, well, whatever I said about you, Mia, it was the truth. I'm sorry. Like, we going to work through it. Is it okay? Okay. We're fine. Mia said, well, don't tell these two what I tell you. So in the confessional, Karen said, sit your ass down and go ahead and complete your Build a Puss project. Yo, Build a Puss project. Oh, baby, I cannot. That's why you can't be telling these people everything, honey. Mia, please leave this lady alone. Oh, leave this woman alone, honey. Child, they had a tally down below Karen. Okay, Karen literally spent a total of 29 minutes on stage. They have been in that building for 3 hours. Oh, Karen. Karen, you are a mess. So after all that, after all the variety is said and done, Ashley is like, oh, I forgot to introduce Candiace. Have I introduced you to Deborah, Candiace, Deborah? And girl, Candiace barely want to meet you, let alone your little friend. Anyway, Candiace said, oh, so this is the one that you said Chris was grabbing all up on? So here go Deborah. No, he wasn't grabbing on me, but he was flirting heavy. So then Deborah repeats this same story. It's still giving nothing. Really and truly, I'm embarrassed for her. Because Candiace ain't going to listen to nothing you got to say, honey, and she could really care less. She's like, yeah, he was flirting with all of us. I see why Candiace cannot stand Ashley. Okay, girl, this girl's mom is right here. And here you go with this mess. And you thought you were doing something, but you didn't realize that Robin had already given her a heads up. So the show is over, and Ashley gets up and she's trying to get Candiace's attention, talking about, Candiace, like, I know you have weird feelings about my friend, because she is weird. She's giving little weirdo vibes. Go away, Ashley. Candiace is like, no, I'm not doing this. No. So Ashley was like, why are you like dismissing my friend? Can you clear the air? Girl, don't nobody have to engage your friend. Clear the air for what? Your friend is the one with the weird obsession. She needs to clear the air with whoever did them eyebrows. Okay? That's who she needs to clear the air with. Other than that, don't nobody need to clear no air with her. So Candiace is like, well, I'm not talking to that Sesame Street character. Keep her away from me. I'm going. Yeah, we're about to go. We're leaving right now. I would have left as well. Like, I'm glad she didn't let Ashley bait her, because Giselle was ready for a show. And you already know how they like to get down. And as soon as Candiace got to hollering and got to crying, I don't want to see no folded up Kleenex up in this improv. So it's best if you and mama dot that dough. And that was the end of the episode. So then they show us previews of Ashley's birthday trip and how all hell gonna break loose. All hell gonna break loose. Y'all comment down below and tell me exactly what you thought about this episode. It wasn't that great. I mean, it was kind of like a little bit of a filler. I don't know, y'all. We're on episode 12 and I really like Potomac, but it started out, I don't know, child. I don't even know how to explain it. But something for me is not clicking. I don't know, child, but we still here. We still in that thing, and we still gonna be watching every Sunday night. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.